Hi, my name's Adrian Ferdinand. I'm the Partnership Lead for Teacher Education at Sheffield Hallam University. This is a short screencast just to talk you through some of the changes to the reflections and actions templates which you will be completing on a weekly basis, starting from this week beginning 11th of January. There's just a few additional boxes that we're using as a way of collecting some information about activity in light of COVID in the current lockdown situation. You'll add the template as normal, going on the add button at the top, and then you'll see it says reflections and actions, and then you'll see these headings that you get here. Some of them are new, some of them are the same. One of the new ones is the log of activity, which is this first one. And here there's a list of the types of blended learning activities that you might be undertaking. The list's not exhaustive. There will be things that aren't on here. For example, a primary trainee might be making a display to put in school. So it's not exhaustive, but if you can just put in here in this box here, the sorts of things you've done in the week. If you've done, say, face-to-face lessons, you don't need to list every lesson that you've done. Just that you've done some face-to-face teaching if you have. The same for remote. We don't need to know every lesson. It's more about the kind of blend of activities, so we get a feel for what your experience is like. So that's the first new one. Preparation, a reflection about learning. This is as normal. There's no change to it. What you might have is perhaps you might find this quite difficult to do sometimes, talking about progress in learners learning. So just do the best you can with this box, but we do understand it might be quite different at the moment, especially if you're teaching remotely. So just do your best with that box. Then we're on to reflection and review. This is a secondary example, but I'll talk about that in bullet point 3. So share with your mentor how you are feeling. In the current context, it's really important that you discuss with your mentor how you are feeling as part of your sort of wider network. Review your experience and then discuss strengths and achievements. If you're a primary or secondary trainee, you can use the core content framework. There's a link here as a starting point alongside any course documentation. So you might have, for example, in primary, a particular phonics document. In secondary, you'll have some professional tasks. For early years and post 16, yours will obviously have the link to your professional standards. And then discuss any areas for development, targets and next steps. So there's nothing new there. I think the difference is that I've put the link into your professional standards. This next box then is new, and this is called mentor formative feedback. Now, we're not saying that you can't observe. So if you're a mentor, if you can still observe a lesson, that's absolutely fine. But we are fully aware that that might be difficult at the moment. So in light of that context, if you're not able to do formal lesson observations, this is a place where you can still give some feedback to the trainee on their week. It might be that you discuss with other members of staff, wider school community, to get some feedback to the trainee. But it's just a chance for you to just put a narrative here against the standards, but just also against sort of softer skills that perhaps the trainee is working on. So you might link them to the standards, but you can talk about other things there. Just a well done for managing with the kind of exceptional times that we're in at the moment. Then it's moving forward. Again, this might be, well, it certainly will be different to things you'd have probably planned in before, because some of this might be remote and or in school. It's obviously going to be very different. So just do the best you can with engaging with the activities that are there. It might just look different. Observing somebody else or modelling might be observing somebody else teach in a remote Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Classrooms type way. You might be looking at a different pedagogy, the use of rooms or something like that. So again, just do your best. We fully understand that it will look different. Standards discussed. This is a secondary example, so these are the teacher standards. Again, early years post 16 will look different. Next steps, an area for you to work on and some appropriate actions. Again, that's the same as normal, and then it's submit, and if you submit it and leave it as draft, that's absolutely fine. Do your best. Some trainees will be starting placement later. We're still asking that those trainees do this for the sorts of tasks they're working on remotely, even if they're not embedded in a placement yet, because it's a way of us capturing the sorts of activities that you're on with. I hope that all makes sense, and good luck with the rest of the placement and the rest of the year. Thank you.